Hey, this is Rebel Builder, and I have here Vader's TIE Advanced versus AWing Starfighter. This is set number 75150. Has 702 pieces. You get 4 minifigures with this set. I'm going to start off by saying this set is awesome. I think they did great construction techniques on these two ships. I think it's a little unusual of a pairing to see Vader's ship with the AWing, and then Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin with Sabine and the AWing pilot. So my question would be, is this a little forebear on what we're going to see in Season 3 of Rebels? Let's take a look at the AWing here. Again, great construction and great technique. They really captured what we see in the show. Now you do have to note that if you're not a big fan of Star Wars Rebels, this is a different design of AWing. This is more based off the original Ralph McQuarrie concept art instead of the vehicle that we saw in Return of the Jedi. Here are the main guns on either side. One little complaint would be that these are actually turnable, so you got to make sure that you got them lined up just right. Here's a look at the pilot sitting in the cockpit, and the controls are a sticker on a 2x1 slope. Speaking of stickers, it is a sticker heavy set. We have lots of stickers here at the front of the ship, some yellow and gray detail there. We get this yellow stripe going down behind the cockpit. The A-wings, or the S-foils I presume, do pivot. They're on hinges here. Here's a look at the bottom of the ship, and you can see they have these 3 landing gears here which just fold down and back like that. And you also notice there's this triangle rubber band here. And what those rubber bands do are actually a play feature. I was kind of wondering what this was during the construction, but if you kind of hold the wings on the side and pull the cockpit back, it actually launches off 2 spring-loaded missiles. But again, overall, great construction, and they really captured the look and the shape of the A-Wing that we see in Star Wars Rebels. And now for Vader's TIE Advanced. This definitely has to be the best version of this ship that we've seen to date. They really captured the look and kind of the proportions of Vader's ship. Now if you look at the front and some of the techniques here for the twin ion engines, you're really going to notice that this is very similar to the TIE Advanced prototype that we saw a couple of years ago from Star Wars Rebels. It features very similar design for the cockpit. The front lowers here, and you can see a similar control yoke there, and of course the top lifts off too. And here you can see down inside the cockpit, nothing too spectacular. Here's a look at the back of the craft. We have those kind of round sloped quarter pieces there. And this ship is a lot less sticker heavy than the A-Wing. You can see a couple of stickers here, and really that's about it for stickers. And here's that very iconic look from the front. Matches what we see in A New Hope. Again, they got the proportions correct. Really this is much more menacing looking than the normal TIE fighters. And of course we have a pair of spring-loaded shooters here on the front. They do have a really clever mechanism for triggering those spring-loaded shooters here. You can see these black sections. Those are actually lift arms that go all the way down through the craft, and you can just push down on these and shoot those off. Really a clever trigger. Here's our first 2 minifigures. We get Darth Vader and Grand Moff Tarkin. I'm not even sure he's Grand Moff at the time of Star Wars Rebels, so that might be a little unusual. But considering he just has kind of the dark tan Imperial uniform, they somehow managed to capture kind of the scowl and the look of that guy. I think it's a little weird that he has a blaster, but it seems like all minifigures come with a blaster these days. And Darth Vader is very cool. He is actually different from the one we saw in the Death Star Final Duel set. He's got some different printing on his torso. And another cool feature is this cape is actually a much softer cloth piece than we've seen before. And here is Vader without the top part of his helmet. He looks beat up and damaged, but not quite so grim as he was at the end of Return of the Jedi. For the minifigures here, we get a really cool A-Wing pilot and a new version of Sabine. She's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars Rebels. But she is a completely new version. Of course, she has different hair. The colors, the kind of light blue and the green and dark blue are all different, and the printing and coloring on her legs and torso piece are different. But look at this AWing pilot's helmet. I love this thing, the gray, the green, and the gold on top. And this is actually a woman. She's got a little bit of lipstick there. Really cool sand blue color, kind of the cool little pilot harness there in the front. Wonderful minifigures. Again, I'll say I think this is a little unusual pairing of ships. Perhaps we'll see this in Season 3 of Star Wars Rebels. But really, both great builds, great ships. I love this AWing design. I'm really happy how it looks in the show, and I love the ship here. I can't wait to build more of these. You guys know I'm going to be doing that. Kind of unusual combination of minifigures, but they are all wonderful as well. But I do have to address price again with this set. This is 702 pieces, and this goes for $90 US. So this is well above the 10-cent per piece count, and I'm a little unsure why this one was so expensive. But this is kind of a big topic among LEGO fans, especially Star Wars LEGO fans, that these sets are getting very expensive. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave your comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Thumbs up this video and hit that subscribe button if you don't already. I've got some great videos in the works and I don't want you to miss out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon.